to start a drop servicing business to make money online. So what we're essentially going to do is we're going to create articles just like this. In those articles, we're going to promote your drop servicing business. And once people come into these blog posts from free traffic, right, then you can basically sell your own drop servicing services to those people. So if you're new to drop servicing basically means that you can resell other people's services at a profit. In this strategy, I'm going to talk about mainly YouTube video editing, but this entire strategy works for any other niche. Anything that you want to sell, you can sell with this strategy. Now, where the SEO writing comes into play is that we can actually create a lot of blog posts, okay, and then get free traffic to then come to you to order these things. So most of the time on my channel, I typically talk about how you can do drop servicing with, outreach. So you need to find your own clients. You need to actively go and find clients, email those clients most of the time. Most of the strategies are relying on that. But this is a tool that I've recently started using, and I'm telling you that it's super, super helpful to go the other way around, which is basically to create content so that people can passively discover your website where you are actually promoting your drop servicing business. After you set up your Fiverr account, right, because you're gonna need to have suppliers here, right? And secondly, set up SEO writing account. In the description, there's going to be a link, okay, and it's going to be very, very good because actually they have a free version that allows you to generate up to 5 blog posts for free. So first of all, how this is actually going to work and why this is actually working. So first of all, go to Google, right, and type in how to find a YouTube video editor. Okay, and this is the proof that this strategy can work. So when you type something like this is you that would be looking for a video editor. And we're on the other side, right? We want to actually sell to people who are looking for YouTube video editors. So typically you're gonna find big established websites first of all. So as you can see, Fiverr is sponsoring this. Plus there's also, Reddit as well. There's a lot of people who are on Reddit posting and asking, where can I find a video editor? There's gonna be some YouTube videos as well. But as you go down, you start to find smaller websites that are basically are basically offering this as a service. Okay, so this is exactly what we want to do. So there is some info on there. It talks about the pricing and stuff like that. We can create blog posts like this completely for free, okay, which will then hopefully bring people into our drop servicing business. So just on the second page, we find this website, for example, how to find a YouTube video editor. As you can see, it's SEO optimized page that actually ranks for this keyword, how to find a YouTube video editor. And guess if it's on the second page, do people actually discover it to then find a video editor? I think that's a very, very high success rate. So how to find a YouTube video editor, step-by-step guide. That's what we're gonna need to do. Posting articles just like this. And as you can see, so it talks about what you should do to actually find a YouTube video editor. And at the bottom, surprise, surprise, they have different plans. Okay, so this actually ranks organically, which is absolutely amazing. So as you can see on the second page, without sponsoring, it ranks organically. So even if they get just 1 or 2 clients a month, it's a minimum of $4,000 a month that they get from clients, which is amazing. Okay, they also have a pay as you go plan as well. So as you can see, they have a bunch of different services there, but the most important part is that they have a lot of text here, which ranks on platforms like Google. So this is exactly the game plan. Okay, we want to rank for this keyword of how to find a YouTube video editor. Now, if you want to do drop servicing for another niche, that's totally fine. All you got to do is you got to just type in how to find, for example, a web developer for WordPress or something like that. And then on Fiverr, you have to find the same kind of supplier who can do WordPress web development. So where the SEO writing comes into play. So if you can imagine, writing articles just like this, right? And, with all kinds of different steps and stuff like that, it actually takes a lot of time, right? So, and if you have just one article, what are your chances to actually rank on here? Not very high. But what if you could have 100 articles like this, right? And then there is a much, much higher chance that you can actually get clients coming passively into your blog. So first of all, if you don't actually have your own website, don't worry about it, okay? Because some of you might say, oh, Tom, but not only I need to create these blog posts, which you can easily do with SEO writing, but also you need to have your own paid website, hosting, domain names and stuff like that. Not exactly. Actually, you can use just a simple blogging page, Blogger, okay? Literally just create an account. This is owned by Google, okay? Blogger.com. Sign up, and this is your third step. Call it something, your name video editing agency, okay? Once you do that, we have a platform to then post these articles on, okay? And now coming back to SEO writing, let's click on this button. So one-click blog post, this is their signature feature that is absolutely amazing. And not only it can give you the entire blog post just like this with a lot of text as well, but also it can include images and videos and stuff like that inside of that blog post automatically generated, which is really good because for SEO, that's why it's called SEO writing, because all of these blog posts are hyper optimized for SEO. This is what we basically want to do. So what we want to do here, right, is we want to type in something like that. So we can see that this actually has ranked for some reason really well, very, very high on the second page of Google, this exact title. So why do we have to go even any further? Let's just use the exact same thing. So at the main keyword, you want to type in the title that you want. Here, you can use the same title, right? Or you can leave this blank because it can create it for you, okay? Now, language, again, if you want to do drop servicing in another country, let's say France, you can choose French. If you want to do it in Germany, you can choose another language. There's quite a few languages that you can choose. But for the purposes of this video, I think it's really, really important to find video editing clients from the US, because this is the biggest market really. And especially if we're looking for people, we're going to come and actually visit our website and then actually order from us exactly like these guys are doing. So they're providing some information about how to find video editors, and then at the bottom they have the pricing plans. That's exactly what we want as well, something very similar to that. So first of all, yeah, we choose English, then article type. Of course, this is going to be a how-to guide, because here, as you can see, how to find, I think for the purposes of SEOable articles like that, these are actually the best. So that's why this ranks really well, because it's how to find a YouTube video editor. And as you can see, this is exactly what I was looking for, how to find a YouTube video editor. That's why it's ranking so well. Size of the article, I actually recommend this to be either medium or large, because when you do that, your chance of ranking will be a lot higher. Now, tone of the voice, I want to choose informative, because definitely we're going after people who are literally searching for how to find a YouTube video editor. Okay, so it's got to be an informative tone. Okay, AI model, just choose default, because there is different AI models. It's up to you what you want, but I would just choose default, so SEO writing can basically do its own thing and choose the best models. Okay, point of view, this I would choose second person for here. Text readability. Now, this can be something that is difficult to read, something that is easy to read. If you think about it, people who come to these kind of pages from searching like how to find a YouTube video editor, right? Typically, they're going to want super easy text that they don't have to spend a lot of time reading, right? So it's got to be super, super simple. So 8th and 9th grade, so it's easily understood. And as you can see, it's recommended. Target country, I want to target United States here. That's why I'm choosing United States. So that's what you should do as well. AI words removal, I would just choose basic. Okay, now this is a very interesting thing. Brand voice. Okay, so you can create a brand voice for this entire blog post. So when you click on create a new brand voice, you're gonna end up on this page. Now, what I really recommend is thinking about, okay, what is your drop servicing niche that you're going for? So is it going to be YouTube video editing like I'm doing in this video? Is it going to be a short form video editing? Is it going to be web development? Is it going to be graphic design, thumbnail development? Whatever your niche is, you got to think about, okay, what would be a very appropriate website, right, to come up with a brand voice. What is a brand voice? Is the type of writing. So it says, it's your brand's style, how it sounds, like what's the tone and things like that. So I'm saying that the most logical sense is to actually use Fiverr's blog. Okay, why that's the case? Because Fiverr is like the biggest place where people are finding these editors, right? So what we can essentially do is we can go to blogfiverr.com, right? And we can find some of the articles like that. And with that, we can simply just copy this, right? And we can go here and we can add a text if we want, right? We can literally just copy all of this, or we can just scrape it from Fiverr or any other website to create a brand voice. So let's do that. So right now, SEO Writing AI is really analyzing this page to see what is the brand voice. So this is just a name that's created by SEO Writing, but the point is confident and supporting, balancing professionalism, experience with warm encouragement. First person plural, okay, semi-formal, business casual, clear, and it's target audience. That's very, very interesting. Entrepreneurs, small business owners, freelancers seeking digital transformation and growth. That's essentially what we need when we're looking for people who want to find a YouTube video editor. It makes total sense, right? So we want to save this, okay? Now that this is actually saved, we can go onto here and we need to refresh, of course, so we can choose that. Let's see if this didn't mess up. Yeah, it has actually. So let's do the same thing again. So let's go back here, copy that, right? And then copy that. Yeah, that's it. Article type, how to guide, this was large. Tone of voice, as you can see, if you actually go for a brand style, then of course this will be automatically selected and is going to be slightly different, okay? Now, with that in mind, let's go down. Details to include. This is something that you want to include here. For example, phone numbers or contact details and stuff like that. And what I want to include here is if you need a video editor, contact, and here's going to be my email, okay? That's the thing that I really recommend. What you must have in this article, right, is a way for these people to actually contact you. So that can be WhatsApp number, that can be an email, that can be a phone number. You can do the other way, which is basically to have like a placeholder and prices where people can directly buy on here. But if you don't, then just add something like this, okay? Now, AI images. Do we want images on there? Yes, no. So in my case, I'm choosing yes. Image style, just use literally none. Image size, just leave it as it is. Brand name, doesn't matter. Now, YouTube videos, this is very important. Typically, these kinds of pages will rank better. The more text you have, the more rich of the text it is, the more likely it is to rank. Now, why is that? Because Google, when it's assessing how these websites actually rank, typically it looks at how long a person will spend on such a website. So if somebody is looking for that, landing on this page, how long they're gonna spend on this website, and do they interact? Do they click any buttons and stuff like that? Because remember, it's not a sponsored content, right? It's not like, see, Fiverr is sponsoring it, this website is sponsoring it, right? But this is not sponsored, okay? So Google is really looking into whether people are spending a lot of time. Now, how to increase people's time on your blog post? Of course, by having a YouTube video, because then it's embedded YouTube video. People can watch it for 10 minutes, right? And instantly you have huge session time. So, 3 videos is enough. I don't think you need more than that, right? And then SEO, keywords to include in the text. Here you want to click NLP keywords generation. It's really done automatically. Okay, it's really interesting how SEO Writing just pulls these up out of nowhere. That's the beauty of the service, So how to find a YouTube video editor, YouTube video editing service, YouTube video editor freelancer and stuff like that. So it's already adding the keywords for you. You don't have to do almost anything here. You know, everything just happens automatically, which is amazing. Here, all of this stuff, I would just leave it as it is. Here, I would leave it as it is. Here, I would leave it as it is, okay? And then finally, let's go down to here. And then, of course, if you have a WordPress page, actually, you know, SEO writing has a direct integration into WordPress. So if I had a WordPress page, I could add a website here and directly post on my WordPress page. Okay, it's a very, very powerful feature. And then just click run, because in our case, right, we're going to be using Blogger completely for free to post, okay, and promote these posts. And these posts, by the way, you can post anywhere you want. So not only they can be on Google, okay, and generate some free traffic for you, but also you can post onto Quora. Okay, you can post it onto Reddit, you can post it into Facebook groups and stuff like that. Here you can see people are constantly posting different kinds of things like affiliate links and stuff like that. Here you can also post a link to your blog. Okay, that is very, very good as well. So as you can see, the blog post right now is being generated, and once this is done, our next step is going to be, you know, posting it onto Blogger. And like I said, Blogger is completely free for the basic version as well. So is SEO writing. It's completely free for the basic version. So if you have no money and you're looking to start a dropshipping business completely from scratch, both of these tools will be completely free, which is absolutely amazing, right? So, okay, now that this is done, you just click on it and that's the article. This is literally so cool, because, you know, there are tools out there that can generate a little bit of this, okay? But SEO writing literally create blog posts from scratch that are SEO optimized with videos and stuff like that. Look just how rich in terms of SEO this is. That's why it's called SEO writing. That's exactly what they're doing here. So as you can see, a lot of tips how to hire a YouTube video editor. Somebody who would want to find a YouTube video editor are likely to actually be on this page for a long time, to have a really long session time. Now, it also shows some basic pricing. You can change all of this stuff, so don't worry about it. And the most important part is, somewhere in that article, I asked SEO writing to include my contact information. So let's see if it's done that or not and where that is. So let's go up and see that. So where is my email? Okay, let's search Tom. Yeah, that's it. Oh, actually, it's at the very top. I didn't see that. So we're here to help you find a skilled YouTube video editor to boost your channel's content. Creating a top-notch video content is key to your channel's success. Okay, a professional editor can make a huge difference. If you need help finding a YouTube video editor, reach out to Tom at tomzaltores.com. This is exactly what this is going to do. So once people actually discover us from Google, right, or from anywhere where you post it, let's say Reddit or Quora or another forum, Facebook groups and stuff like that, people hopefully will see that link. People hopefully will see that link. You know, once they see that link or email, right, they can basically email you and work with you. Okay, so what we can do now, I cannot really publish it onto my WordPress page because, like I said, I don't have a WordPress blog or anything, but we can use Blogger. So all you gotta do is literally just click copy here. Okay, and now let's go on to Blogger. So now click on new post, right? Now it's gonna create a new post. And then all you gotta do is literally just post it into here. This is really amazing, right? And the most important part on here is that, you know, the entire page literally looks very, very good, but it's not as good as if you would be, you know, straight away posting into WordPress. Because what it essentially does, it basically loses the videos, as far as I can see, right? So it still has the images, but it loses the videos. So you can probably manually just add those videos back, okay? As you can see, there's links there, right? So you can do that, but if you don't want to do that, you can just post it as it is. It's still going to rank on Google. So all we gotta do is just click publish, okay? We already have an email there. You can, of course, add that email as well at the bottom again. And here, all you gotta do is you can just, copy this link. And now if we open up a brand new incognito browser, right, we can go straight onto this page. So as you can see, Tom's Video Editing Agency, this is the URL, and you've got your first blog post literally in seconds. This just talks about the exact same thing. It has a slightly different formatting because, of course, we just copied it in here. We didn't directly import. But like I said, if you were to use WordPress, that would actually be the best solution because SEO writing is integrated to WordPress. So all you got to do is just click publish straight into WordPress, straight from SEO writing. As you can see, we have this email. So people who come onto this blog page, right, they can basically find us, right, and then contact us to find a video editor. Okay. Now, of course, another thing is if you're new to Blogger on Blogspot, right, you can basically modify this page a lot. So you can change pictures, you can change a lot of things. Like it doesn't have to look exactly like this. It can look a lot better. Now, what is really, really important now is, like I said, this link, you can basically copy and paste this link onto different forms as well. So not only people can come into your, for example, WordPress website or Blogger website, right? From Google search, from Bing search, from ChatGPT, from DeepSeek AI and stuff like this, but also you can post on some of these posts as well, where people are specifically looking for how to find a video editor. You can post on these kind of places as well, your blog post. So it's going to be a little bit of value. So even if it looks quite promotional, but there's going to be some value because people will find value in the actual text of how to find that video editor. So now this is basically how you create these blog posts. Now, the other really interesting thing is that actually, if you want to scale up this operation, you can do this at scale. Now, how does that actually work? Well, you can create up to 100 articles with just one click. That is pretty crazy, okay? So you just repeat the same thing, exactly what we've done before, and you can literally create up to 100 articles at the same time. And you can also, like it says here, to post into WordPress. So when you think about it, right, an article just like this is really good, right? But if you have just one article, realistically, how many clients can you find, right? Probably not a lot. So it really relies on you having a lot of volume, and you want to maybe change the approach slightly every single time. So instead of how to find a YouTube video editor, the next title could be how do I find a YouTube video editor, or how to find a YouTube video editor in the US, how to find a YouTube video editor in the UK, how to find a YouTube video editor in Sweden, or whatever. That way you can have hundreds and hundreds of these articles, right, that can rank on even local Google, right? So for example, UK, right? This is gonna have a slightly different one. So let's say we go here, right? And I wanna find, for example, a website just like this, right? Which can rank for how to find a YouTube video editor for the UK market. Expert YouTube Video Editing Agency. That's exactly what I mean. As you can see, it's a UK agency, right? And that's why there's a lot of SEOable things in there, right? And as you can see, it is in the UK, in London, right? So if you have a blog post just like this with UK keywords, you can rank for the UK, market. This is really, really important, and that's where the bulk article generation up to 100 articles in one go comes into play, which is absolutely amazing. And when you think about it, by the way, you don't have to stop. You can actually create thousands of these articles, and then suddenly you have a lot of content that people can watch the content, read these guides and stuff like this, right? And then actually come to you inbound on passive. And then if you find clients, then of course you got to find suppliers onto Fiverr. For example, I was talking about YouTube video editing in this case. So, once you find a suitable supplier, you're getting traffic from Google, you're getting traffic from Quora, you're getting traffic from Reddit, right? And then once people inquire, send you an email, or you can have a contact form on Blogger, right, or WordPress. Then you basically, you get the revenues from them, and you order from here. Add your margin, typically 50% margin you want at least. So for example, if you buy something on a Fiverr for $50, you want to sell it at around $100. That's how dropshipping works, and that's how you can do this with content at scale. This is very, very good. Now, if you're new to drop servicing, I invite you to actually check out more of my videos. As you can see, tens of thousands of people have watched my videos in the last year. Also, I've got a school group. On the school group, there is 2,700 drop servicing digital marketing agency owners, okay, who constantly talk about their wins, the questions they have, and also they show a lot of the results that they basically sign up clients and make money. Look, $50 web design sold for $600. And finally, if you found value in this video in SEOwriting.ai, if you think that this can be really valuable for your dropshipping business, I actually got a 25% off discount code in the description. I'm also going to put it on the screen right now. So as you can see, like I said, the free version can give you up to 5 articles. Okay, this is absolutely very, very good. So you can try it completely for free without any credit cards or anything like that. Okay, so it's super, super useful. And then if you want to sign up after trying that for a paid plan, you're gonna get 25% off discount with my code. And also there is a link to sign up in my description. So hopefully this was very helpful, and thanks for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.